Hey guys, SK here, back with another Clash Royale video, and I have not said this in quite a long time, but today is Sunday, so you guys know what that means. It is time for one of your guys' favorite series here on the channel. That's right, it's the full Classic Challenge with 3.0 Xbow Cycle series. Now, I'm pretty excited because I haven't actually done this series in a couple of months. I actually checked, my last upload was on June 5th, and it was the 11th episode. And I know a lot of people really like this series, but I started to get pretty busy in real life, and this does take a long time and a lot of effort to record and edit, so I just kind of took a break from it for a while, but I have been wanting to make more videos on it, and I'm finally doing it today, so I'm really happy. But yeah, we're going to be taking on a classic challenge, so for those of you who are new here, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the video. Basically what I do in this series is I play a full classic challenge starting from 0 wins going all the way up to 12 wins, and all of it is done with 3.0 Xbow Cycle, my tried and trusty deck, and a deck that a lot of you guys like as well for being a very free-to-play friendly deck, and also a deck that has just been a thing for many years now. And it's nice to prove that it can still be viable in the meta if you play it well enough, even though this is arguably the worst spot the deck has ever been in, unless you count last season as being worse. But yeah, it has been a while, and so I actually did not play any classic challenges recently. By the way, for the Royal tournament, I did not go 15-5. I haven't gone below 20 wins in quite a long time, I think, but I went 15-2. I just didn't finish the tournament because I wasn't really feeling up to playing. I'll just show you guys. Yeah, like as you can see, I didn't lose. I just kind of stopped at 15 wins. Just wanted to get that out of the way, I guess. But yeah, we're going to be playing Classic Challenge today, and so my current record is 131 wins and 10 losses in the series, which equates to about a 92.9% win rate. So if I can get a 12-0 or 12-1, I think we'll be back above 93% win rate. Across the span of 10 12-win Classic Challenges and then one 11-win, unfortunately. That one was pretty rough. But with all that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know a lot of people do like this series, so I hope you guys are excited for it to be coming back. I'm not necessarily going to be posting it every single Sunday, but I do want to probably try and still do it every now and then, because I know you guys love it, and it is a very nice high-effort video to kind of commit effort towards. But let's get right into the matches, and so I'll basically be commentating my live thought process while I'm playing the entire Classic Challenge, so you can kind of get an insight into my mindset and thought process. Found first match against Danger Close. Another reason people do like this is because I start at 0 wins. It's actually kind of a niche that I kind of started myself. I don't think anyone does full Classic Challenge content here on YouTube, and especially when I started this like 4 months back, no one was doing it, whether it was for Classic Challenges or Grand Challenges, so it was definitely pretty innovative and nice. We do see, okay, Golden Knight and Battle Healer. I'm really tempted to Xbow, but yeah, I wouldn't be able to defend that if I did, so sometimes you have to make that decision. Wow, he's literally at 0 elixir right now, because he's spamming his entire elixir bar. I'm going to go Knight, and I'm not going to go Ice Spirit, because I think he's going to Golden Knight dash. Yeah, so after the dash comes in, then I'm going to go for the Ice Spirit to freeze everything up, Skeletons as well to protect my Tesla, and I think I'm actually going to Xbow, because I do have a surviving Tesla and Archer, so I'm fine to take one Battle Healer hit on the Xbow, as well as one Firecracker hit, because I think he's going to be at like 0 elixir right now. Yeah, he goes for a Knight, super last second, so I'm just going to go Archers, and log the Knight back as well, I think, just to keep my Xbow alive. And yeah, E-Spirit does chain onto the Xbow, making it retarget onto the Knight, which actually just helps me out, because it means I can just get an even bigger connection since Xbow takes the Knight out. And kind of misplayed log on my opponent's end, because Ice Spirit did connect. We do see a Skeleton Barrel, so I'm going to have to go Tesla here. I don't really want to go Fireball, because it would basically be the same thing, a 4-for-3 trade, but I would be taking Skeleton Barrel drop damage, so I don't think that's worth it. And I'm not necessarily needing to use my Tesla for much else so far. So far he just has a bunch of like weird tanky ground troops, Knight, Battle Healer, Golden Knight, so this is obviously going to be a weird deck, and that's another thing people really like about this series, from what I gathered from you guys, and I guess what I can kind of assume is that, especially in these lower wins, you'll be facing a lot of unconventional, weird decks, and that translates really well to mid-ladder type strategies, because a lot of people like mid-ladder content, because you guys might be stuck in mid-ladder. So just playing against these kinds of decks, while I'm not under-leveled, it is an even playing field. It is still kind of a glimpse into how I like to play against these unconventional matchups, because I actually feel like 3.0 Xbow Cycle is a deck that has incredible potential at beating pretty much anything and having the versatility to do well against any type of deck if you play it right. But just have 2 Tesla set up here, so I'm definitely going to Expo. Firecracker is actually going to get taken out, which is really nice, and he actually just lost here, because there's no way my opponent's going to be able to defend Knight, Archers, and 2 Teslas, so that's just going to be game. So really easy first game here. Like I was saying, you're going to be expecting all these weird off-meta mid-ladder type decks. I think it's kind of standard here, but hopefully as we get up to like 4 or 5 wins, we'll start facing proper decks, actual challenging matchups, but just going to take a pretty free first win. And it is usually like that in the first few wins of a classic challenge, so yeah, that's going to be game. Pretty nice win. Another nice thing about this is that I do commentate for like an hour, so I guess it is pretty good practice for me. I mean, recently I haven't been posting too much because I've been going through some stuff, but I'm glad to be feeling better and posting again now, which is what I'm doing. And so this is going to be really good practice for kind of getting back into the groove of things, as I'm commentating 12 straight matches minimum, even more if I lose. And I also do just get to talk about stuff, because I realized actually it's pretty interesting. Also, queue time's taking a while for some reason, but I realized that when I'm playing like Clash Royale and making videos, I actually have a lot of thoughts in my head that I kind of just say when I'm playing, and I don't actually think about them outside of it. So for example, when I was talking about the balance changes, I actually had a lot of thoughts on them that I never really clarified in my mind before. They just kind of came out as I was thinking about them in the moment. So that was really interesting. So it's kind of interesting, I guess. I just have like these opinions or thoughts about the game, about different cards, that I don't really internalize or talk about until the moment actually presents itself. So that's interesting. But anyways, Spear Goblins come down. So this could be minor wall breakers, Snowball as well. Spear Goblins could also be a Goblin Giant double Prince, Bats as well. So Bats, Snowball, Spears. Could also be Mortar possibly, or minor wall breakers again. Just gonna Knight in the back, see what he's gonna do. Goes for Hunter. I'll go Expo. I actually think this might be Goblin Giant, Sparky. Okay, it's gonna be Hog, so another off-meta type deck. Just gonna go Skeleton's gonna log this Hog after it gets a second hit. Okay, Mirrored Hog comes down. I'm gonna go Ice Spirit just because I want to freeze it in place as long as possible, and we do actually get a small Expo connection. And he actually does play a pretty bad Snowball there because Expo was already dead. So I wish I had enough Elixir to Expo right now because he's at like 2 or something, but sadly I don't. So just going to let it go. But if he responds to these archers, then I'll definitely Expo. And he does. So I think I'm actually going to Expo. But he has Hunter and Cycle, so I'm going to wait till I have 8 Elixir so I can go for a Knight to block the Hunter. And he should be at like 4 or 5 Elixir tops right now. Okay, Ram Rider. Pretty interesting. He has like Hog and Ram Rider and Mirror, so I guess it's like a triple Rider deck in a sense if you like mirror the Ram or Hog. But we do still get a nice connection there. Now, this is kind of risky because he has the mirror in here, so lots of surprise factor potential on his end. You know, he could do some crazy things. Actually does go for the Hog. Not the best Ice Spirit on my end because I think he's going to mirror the Hog next. Yeah, he does. Okay, yikes. We're going to take a bunch of damage here. I think we're going to take like 3 hits maybe. Hopefully 2 if I log this at the right timing. Okay, Snowball pretty well played to get a 3rd Hog hit there. So yeah, pretty unfortunate. I shouldn't have gone Ice Spirit because if I saved the Ice Spirit, I would have been able to freeze the Hog in place and save the Tesla for the next Hog, but it's still fine. I think we're not really in too much of a bad spot, especially because I don't think my opponent has a big spell in here so far. At least he hasn't revealed. Tesla should take care of the Ram Rider pretty well. Gonna go Expo because if he goes Hog Rider, it'll jump over the river. And yeah, Expo will retarget, so pretty nice strategy there. Gonna log this Hog back to keep my Expo alive a little longer. And Hog gets taken out, so that's really nice. That's a huge Expo connection. We are actually going to cycle all the way back to a Tesla. I'm going to go Tesla here, even though it's not that optimal, because I don't want to go for it right next to my tower. I know he has Snowball in this deck, so I'd rather not allow him to get Snowball value. And pretty nice Fireball there on the Bats and Ram Rider. And we should basically win from here on out. He might be back to Hog already, but I have an Expo in hand. I'm not really afraid to go Expo if I really need to. I'm actually just going to go for a Tesla, pre-Tesla. So when you go for your Tesla placement, you'll notice my standard Tesla placement is just 3 tiles down from the river. That's pretty much the placement you want to use against Hog Rider. But you can actually pre-place the Tesla being 2 tiles down, and that'll actually pull a Hog Rider no matter what. We are going to go for another Expo here, though. Going to log this Ram Rider back as well. I think this should be a connection now. Yeah, because my opponent wasn't really... I think what he had to do was mirror the Ram Rider. Didn't really do that, so that's going to be game. Pretty interesting double Rider deck there. Pretty funny as well, with a mirror in. So again, I guess triple Riders. But yeah, pretty straightforward matchup. In a match like that where they have the mirror in there, like any kind of Hog mirror or Ram Rider mirror deck, they are definitely at risk of mirroring the Hog or Ram after your Tesla dies. So what you want to do is usually protect your Tesla by either going for Ice Spirit or Skeletons or anything. My opponent gives the WoW, so maybe he recognizes us. And I noticed he had Xbow on his profile, so I wonder if he's going to be an Xbow player, but I don't think so because he was playing Zap. Would have been really fun though. I actually never really get Xbow mirror matches in these classic challenge videos. I don't think I have in a long time, but I do really like the mirror match. I feel like I'm pretty good at it, so would be pretty nice to get. Just gonna log here because I have to cycle back to my skeletons for this bandit, and then I'm gonna go Tesla. If more skeletons survived, I might have been comfortable defending the Bataram without a Tesla, but just because they did mostly get taken out, I think I had to Tesla there. And Tesla will also do a great job against the Ewiz, not having to commit anything, so we should be up a little bit of elixir here. Just gonna split archers. If he goes magic archer at the back, I might actually Expo just because we're up. I'm actually gonna Expo anyways because again we are up elixir. He waited quite a while to go for that zap, so P.E.K.K.A comes down, but again he just wasted his zap as well, so he doesn't actually have a zap for these skeletons. So Fireball on the Magic Archer and P.E.K.K.A. I think we actually just won. He's going to go Ghost or Bandit now, and I'm going to hover my Knight. Yep, so there's the Bandit. Knew it was coming. Protecting my Expo with the Knight, and we basically won. He's actually going to have to respond to this Knight as well. He'll probably get like 3 or 4 hits if he doesn't. So I'm expecting a Ghost or a Battle Ram right now. I think Ram would be a better play. He's actually just going to ignore it, so we do get 2 hits. Okay, maybe I overestimated the Knight, but yeah, we basically won. Really nice punish, so I recognize my opponent was lower on elixir than us, so after going for a zap, I felt comfortable going for that Expo, and really nice Fireball on the Magic Archer as well. So overall, just pretty easy. Against P.E.K.K.A Bridgespam, usually I would recommend against a good player, don't go aggressive in single, but if you have these kind of tactics like I've been using, like elixir counting, and similar strategies, then if you do find a favorable position, you might as well just go for it. But let's just go Knight for the Ghost. Might Magic Archer to try and snipe it. Actually going to go for a high Tesla just in case he does try to Magic Archer. And he might go for a P.E.K.K.A to protect that Ewiz. I think that would be an okay play, but no, just going to let it go. So just going to Fireball the Magic Archer. I don't really care about not getting value because I only really need 2 Fireballs on the right. I'm actually just going to Log Cycle. Why not? And gonna go Skeletons, gonna save my Knight for the Ghost. Usually for the Royal Ghost, it's a very annoying card, so I do like to save my Knight for that, and try and defend the Bandit and other stuff without Knight if possible. Obviously, there are other ways to counter the Ghost, but especially if it's in like a big push, it's usually just optimal to counter with a Knight. And we are all the way back to another Knight here again. So Knight protects the Tesla, really nice play. Protecting my Tesla, getting the most value out of my cards, and just like that, pretty flawless defense, really nice win against P.E.K.K.A Bridgespam. That's going to be a good game, so really easy matchup as well, but usually you wouldn't win that early on. Usually you'd play pretty passively in single, then start going aggressive in double elixir, I'd say. That's usually the game plan, but because my opponent gave me an opening, and because I was kind of counting elixir and knew he was lower, and didn't have Zap and Cycler for my skeletons, I felt comfortable going in there. So found next match against Salvador. I think for my opponent, he should have gone P.E.K.K.A plus Royal Ghost, because Ghost would have splashed the skeletons. That would have been annoying. Magic Archer was just a free Fireball. But we're going to go Ice Spirit here. Always a pretty safe starting place. You'll notice that Ice Spirit's basically my favorite starting play in this deck. Log is also really solid. Skeletons are also really solid. And Split Archers is also very solid. Anything else I don't really like to do very often. Okay, Giant Skeleton comes down. So not the best situation, I guess, because I did split my archers. One is just going to kind of get wasted there, but gonna go Knight. Okay, I did actually mess up the Knight as well. Unfortunately, not going to protect my Tesla, which is pretty huge. I think I am going to Fireball all of this back, and then try and surround the bowler with skeletons. Unfortunately, Baby Dragon does splash, so not the best micro defense on my end. Also, I didn't play the Knight perfectly on time because I think Baby Dragon was splashing the Tesla down. Gonna Expo though. He played Baby Dragon. I don't think he's back to bowler. Yeah, he's not. So I'm actually just gonna Tesla this Ram Rider, and I think we just won, provided the Baby Dragon doesn't take our entire tower. And not the best log actually, because I don't think it actually did anything for us. And oh my god, the level 13 Baby Dragon is just going to town. It actually gets more damage than an Expo. That's kind of crazy, but maybe not the best trade. I maybe could have committed elixir to defending that instead of going for a log, but I think we're still fine. A really safe play would have been to go for Okay, this is annoying as well, because I don't really want to go knight. It'll just get wasted into the bowler. At the same time, I don't have a Tesla and cycle, so not the most optimal cycle right here. But I could have gone Tesla like in the middle to take out the baby dragon, and then take out the Ram Rider afterwards. That would have been a better trade, I feel like. But let's just cycle back to our knight now. Gonna go for it, and should do a pretty good job. If he goes for his giant skeleton, I'm gonna Xbow, because he actually just wasted his 2 main Xbow counters with a giant skeleton and bowler. And yeah, he's actually messed up. So I'm not going to make the same mistake last time. I'm not going to go for a Tesla on the Ram Rider this time at the bridge. Because you'll notice that Tesla is actually pretty risky. Because it does kind of just die. And doesn't provide as much value as it could. Just going to go Knight as well. Level 13 Baby Dragon comes back. But it's not going to be a big deal, I feel like. Especially because we do have a really nice kite going with that Knight. It actually should one-shot. Okay, it doesn't one-shot the Archer. That's pretty nice. Just going to defensive Expo then. I think we won now because we got a huge connection. Really nice. And my opponent didn't go giant skeleton in front of the bowler. Okay, I actually forgot that he had poison, so kind of my bad. But still, okay, Ram Rider coming down. Going to go log just to reset the Ram Rider's charge. Always want to be protecting your Teslas, especially if they could get value. Giant skeleton comes down. I think I'm going to go archers. Defensive Expo wouldn't really make sense right into a giant skeleton. It would make sense if he didn't play it already. But, yeah, we're just going to go knight, and this should be a pretty easy win, though. Yeah, there's the mirrored giant skeleton, so that's going to be really annoying, but we should be able to cycle all the way back to a knight here pretty easily. So Ice Spirit just to freeze everything, and then knight, and perfect defense. Okay, bowler. That's actually a pretty well-played bowler. It is kind of sniping my Tesla, so that's going to be really annoying, but going to go for another Tesla. Skeletons as well. Log to reset the bowler, and Ram Rider charge, and Ice Spirit. Okay, actually messed up the Ice Spirit as well. I'm going to have to Fireball here because anything else won't actually stop the Ram Rider's dash. It does actually get a hit as well. So I'm not playing this perfectly. I'm not going to lie. This could definitely be cleaner. I'm going to try and defend this without a knight. Yeah, because I'd rather save knight if he went for like a mirrored giant skeleton or something. But I actually don't care about that baby dragon at all. Just going to go low archers, let it lock onto the tower. Level 13 baby dragon I do care about. But I'm going to go Expo now because I have knight archers counter pushing. The downside is a bowler will fully counter all of this, actually, which will kind of suck. But he does go for a barb barrel instead, so not the right play. Notice a trick I used, by the way. I pulled the Ram Rider out of my Expow's targeting range with the Tesla all the way to the far corner. That's a play I love to make against both Ram Rider and Hog Rider, so just something to take note of there if you want to use that in your own gameplay. But pretty nice win there. That was not necessarily a free matchup because he had Giant Skeleton, Bowler, and Mirror, so he had some counters to the Expo. And Inferno Dragon, I'm actually surprised he didn't play that more because that would have been really annoying to deal with. But a big thing there was protecting my Teslas and overall just getting good Expo timing because I can't really go in when he has Giant Skeleton or Bowler in hand, so I kind of just waited for the right time to go in. But 4-0, 1/3 of the way there. We should be getting into some meta decks soon, I think. P.E.K.K.A Bridgespam is a meta deck, so that's already one example, but hopefully we can go against like Logbait or 2.6 Hog Rider or stuff like that. Giant Skeleton in the back, gonna Expo. And this could be the new meta Royal Hogs deck. I'm going to hold my Fireball just in case it is. Fisherman comes down, going to Skeletons to block that. We do get the block off, perfect, and I'm not going to commit anything else because, yeah, Mother Witch is going to come down. And I do have this Knight doing pretty well. Going to go Tesla for the Mother Witch. Actually, I just realized I was trying to notice how I didn't play my Tesla for the Giant Skeleton because I was kind of hoping I would have it target the Mother Witch first. Would have been optimal, but didn't really work out. Still should be fine. They're going to go Ice Spirit, maybe force something out because I don't really want him to go Royal Hogs Mirror right now because I could easily Fireball the first set of Royal Hogs, but then the mirrored set might be problematic. And he's probably going to go arrows on my archers here, as he does. Going to log this ghost. Hopefully a skeleton will fully counter with the help of the log, and it does, so really nice play there. Don't think I have to respond to those Zappies at all. Though Zappy on the right I don't care about too much. Okay, he gets one hit, which is not that bad, especially because we're up a lot already. Okay, Giant Skeleton comes down. I think he might Royal Hogs here, or he could try and Fisherman to whisk my Knight away. So I'm going to go Knight kind of low. Don't really want the Fisherman to pull it away. Royal Hogs come down, just going to Fireball them off, keep my Tesla alive for longer, and overall just pretty nice play. Now he might go for mirrored Royal Hogs, and that's going to be problematic, so I'm actually probably going to have to defensive Expo those, because I can't really afford to archers. I mean, I want to, but he has arrows in this deck. I'm actually already back to another Tesla, though, so that's really nice. Yep, there are the Royal Hogs. Perfectly is already cycled back, though, to another Tesla. That's just really nice. And I actually think we might have outcycled this giant skeleton. I could be wrong, but if I'm right, this should be a pretty nice Xbow opportunity. Okay, Mother Witch, Zappies. Okay, I can't really... I really want to fireball that, but I don't think I can. It is a lot of value, though. Okay, I actually do have to fireball. I wanted to go Knight, but then I need Knight for the giant skeleton, so sadly, can't do that. I'm going to get my Tesla ready for these Royal Hogs, though. Mirrored Royal Hogs are going to be a real pain. But I am actually already back to a fireball, so it's not actually going to be that bad. A good play for my opponent here would probably be to split the Royal Hogs. He just went in the same lane, which gives me fireball value. I'm going to Skeletons because I don't want to take that damage. The downside, though, is that he's going to Mother Witch on these. No, he doesn't, actually. Okay, now... Okay, he does, but... Okay, sadly, all of them do turn into Cursed Hogs, but just going to go for a Knight. He goes Giant Skeleton in the back. I think it's time to defensive Xbow. I'm going to go in this lane because it is my healthier side tower. I don't want him to get any spell value. Goes for a Royal Hog, so just going to Ice Spirit, Log, and Skeletons, keep my Xbow alive. I think it's pretty important. I actually take no Royal Hogs damage on the Xbow, so that's really nice. I'm going to fireball the Zappies off because they're actually going to be pretty annoying and keep my Knight alive. And then Ghost should just be held in place here. That's going to be really nice. I can't really Xbow. I really want to, but he has Giant Skeleton back in cycle because he played it at the back behind his King Tower early on. And he's not actually going for good Fishermans, I feel like. He should be going for a Fisherman to pull my Knight away. I think that would be a pretty good play that he's just not really going for. But Royal Hogs come down again. He does actually go for Zappies, which means he won't actually be able to arrows off the Royal Hogs. Or mirror up the Royal Hogs, and I'm happy about that for sure. He's going to Tesla here. We are taking some damage, but just because of the nice early connection I got, we definitely should win this game. This is a hard counter, by the way, really hard counter. Okay, finally goes for a good Fisherman for once. But it's a little too late because this is still going to be a pretty okay defense. Just going to Fireball again, keeping my Tesla alive, pretty important there. And he might mirror the Royal Hogs. Nope, goes for the arrow. So now we're going to defensive Xbow. And yeah, you'll notice there's literally no opportunities to go in this matchup. Like, they just kind of spam you and clog the lanes up with Giant Skeleton, with mirrored Giant Skeleton. So really lucky I was able to get that early connection. Really important as well that I recognize Giant Skeleton's probably going to be a deck like this. And so going in that early on when I see the queue of Giant Skeleton in the back was very important. Also, though, really nice Fireball and everything. I think he's back to a set of Royal Hogs, but we are back to a Tesla as well, so not really worried about that. Yep, there they come. I don't even need to Fireball this time. I can just log Ice Spirit, and I'm actually just going to Fireball his tower. New set of Royal Hogs come down, just going to Tesla these, and he can't actually really do anything. Zappies come down, don't really care. Just going to go for a low Knight, Fireball again, and actually even if we didn't get a connection, we actually got a lot of nice spell value. Spell cycle at the end, as you can see, just by defending really optimally, so even if I didn't really get that connection, I might have still won just by that nice micro defense and triple and spell cycling at the end. Because I'm not sure if my lock was worth 1,200. It probably was, actually, but if I didn't get it, I think I still could have won because my opponent didn't play that well. But that is a hard counter, guys. Super hard matchup. This is probably the best deck in the game right now, or one of them. Someone also commented, what's the best deck without champions? This is definitely it, I would say. But yeah, if you do want to play a deck that doesn't have champions or just want to play an overpowered broken deck, play this one. And for people who... I got a few comments, like at least 2, asking about how to play this matchup with 3.0 Xbow Cycle. Hopefully that shows you guys how to do it. Not the best player, of course, but still was able to win pretty convincingly with some really nice gameplay. Nice micro defense and nice punish in singles. So hopefully that helps you guys out. And yeah, pretty nice because I haven't done the series in a while, but again, also playing 12 games usually means we will get at least a few glimpses of new meta decks. Opponent gives the wow, so maybe he recognizes who we are, or is just saying wow. Just going to split archers, I think, because I do have Xbow in cycle. And wow, it looks like it might be an Xbow mirror match. I would really like that if it is. Ice Spirit comes down. Because if he recognizes me, okay, goes Executioner. I'm just going to go for an Xbow, because he just spent 5 elixir. Hog comes down. I'm going to Tesla, actually, because he's going to be at, like, 0 elixir now. Yeah, he spent 5 with the Exe, then 4 with the Hog, and 2 with the Log. I don't even think I need to Skeletons on this Executioner. Okay, I actually did need 2, but still. Gonna go Knight, and then gonna log this Valkyrie back, because I do want to take it out as soon as possible, get an extra connection. And just like that, we're doing pretty well. He should Fireball. Okay, he goes Goblins. I don't think that was the right play. Okay, not Fireball. I meant he should Tornado. Tornado would have been the right play, because he needed to take my Xbow out while it was locked on. That's the reason I went for the super early log on the Valk, because I knew he might Tornado or something. I just wanted to get the Xbow locked on as soon as possible. skeletons for the Ice Spirit pretty easy here. And I could actually just naked Fireball, but I don't think I need to because I got an Xbow connection already, so don't really need to get an advantage damage-wise, just need to keep on playing the game and finding another opportunity to go Xbow, I think. Because my opponent basically can't win now. The only way he'll get good damage is if he gets a rocket on my tower, or if he gets a good ExeNado on my tower, and I won't really allow him to do that. It does give me a Fireball and Executioner as well, so I'll take that, and if he rockets, I'm probably going to Xbow into the Executioner. Or maybe not, but yeah, I don't really care if he goes rocket either because I'm still up a lot of damage right now. And Ice Spirit, he's back to Hog now, so that's another way, by the way, you guys. Some people might ask, how do you count cycle? That's a really good cue. Usually when your opponent plays 2 cards in succession, you know that if the first one they play comes down, they're back to the second one. So what I mean by that is my opponent went Ice Spirit into Hog Rider early on, so since I recognized he went for an Ice Spirit just now, I knew that he was also back to a Hog, because he was back to a Hog last time. Just a really nice little cue there. Hopefully I explained it okay for you guys. My opponent is kind of messing up here, because he's just giving me Fireballs on these Executioners, and he should rocket me now, I think. Okay, it doesn't. Because I did go for a Tesla, he doesn't actually need to hog into that, he could just rocket, but I'm just going to Fireball the Valk again, why not? And Ice Spirit, the Fireball does also let the Ice Spirit freeze the tower, so there's the rocket, but going to Expo, and I think we won, unless my opponent gets a really nice Executioner here, but he does mess up the placement, so this should be a really nice connection. Going to log the Executioner back as well, and that's going to be game, so really nice win against Hog ExeNado, the Viper deck. Actually pretty funny, because in yesterday's video, I made this deck. I made Expo, but with Hog and, or not with Hog, but with Valkyrie and Executioner Tornado. So this exact deck with Goblin's Ice Spirit, but Expo for Hog. And I won a 12-win GC with it as well. It was pretty impressive, I'd say, but yeah, pretty interesting to match that. But pretty straightforward matchup. It's usually, I would argue this is pretty close to an even matchup, but only if someone like Viper is playing it, because it's a very hard matchup to play perfectly from Hog side, because even one time you try and defend an Expo without going for a rocket and mess up, you could lose. But Viper usually is able to defend most Expos without rockets, rocket some Expos, and then even rocket cycles and triples. So interesting matchup there, but that's basically how I play it. 6-0 by the way, so halfway into our classic challenge. Great start to the video, really happy about this. There's a chance that I choke this. Wow, we're getting a lot of wows here. So a lot of people seem to be recognizing. Okay, really nice log. Yeah, that is a wow. That wasn't even intended though, or I'll pretend it was intentional, but that was okay. Wow, goes for the mirror though. That is a genuine wow, but gonna go Expo because he just spent 4 elixir. And Executioner, that is another wow. This is a weird deck. But I'm not going to commit anything. Okay, going to go Knight for this Mighty Miner. And I think Ice Spirit as well, just to reset the drill. Because, yeah, notice how it was racking up really big time. So that was just a really nice Ice Spirit to reset. And that's going to be a really nice log as well. That's basically going to be game. I think he's at 0 elixir right now, so going to punish him. Go Archers at the bridge. Not a conventional play you go for, but if you're counting elixir like I am, yep, exactly. I knew he was super low after that barrel plus log, because that basically what my thought process was in that situation was he went for a log on my Expo, and usually you want to do that as soon as possible, but he didn't do it straight away. He had to wait a bit to do it, which told me that he was low on elixir, because obviously he wanted to do it, he just didn't really have enough elixir to. So when he did go for it, he was at like 2 elixir exactly, so that's how I knew. Gonna Expo again though. We do see a Prince and Executioner. Okay, gonna have to let this go, because there's no, I mean, I could have gone Knight there possibly, but that's going to be a big overcommitment to try and defend that. Hopefully this Prince doesn't charge onto my tower. Okay, thankfully it doesn't. Going to go Knight up top, so he can't, if I play to the side, he could Tornado it into my tower, possibly get an ExeNado connection, so not going to let that happen. And I know my opponent has Mirror now. The question is, does he have a big spell? I know he has Log as well, but he has Prince, Executioner, and Mighty Miner, so far that's more mini tanks than I think are necessary. Skeleton's really nice there to protect the archers. Didn't even intend on that either, but that was just a really nice play that happened. Gonna cycle back to my Knight here. Gonna go Expo, because I do have a Knight surviving, and he just spent quite a lot of elixir there. And he actually does mess up the Prince. Or I think he didn't have enough elixir, because there's no other reason he would mess that up. But yeah, we're just gonna go Skeletons, stop the Prince charge, keep the Expo on tower long enough to take the entire tower. And we basically won now. My opponent's laughing, looks like he's kind of upset, or I don't know. But let's just Xbow again. Might as well keep the pressure up. Goes for a barrel. I think that's actually low back, but still just going to log it. And mirrored barrel comes down. Just going to go Skelly's Ice Spirit. Get a knight for the prince as well. And we actually might get a second connection, which would be pretty funny. And okay, Exe does come down in time. But I mean, I don't really care too much. I'm actually just going to defensive Xbow because he might princess the bridge. Yeah, might as well. And then just going to log, and then if he mirrors it, I'm just going to fireball. Pretty easy game against Mirror Bait. So I played that pretty much perfectly, but it was a pretty easy matchup as well, because I don't think he had a big spell. So worst case, if you are in a matchup like that and you can't break through and they don't have a rocket, you could just defensive Xbow your way out of that and punish okay, he did actually have a rocket, so that's not necessarily going to be an easy matchup, I guess, because he does have rocket plus mirror. But notice his deck is super clunky. I don't really like the deck. I feel like Mighty Miner is enough to replace Prince, so you don't need a Prince, and I feel like Princess plus Mighty Miner Bomb is enough to replace an Executioner. So I feel like this should be a Fire Spirit or Skeletons, and this should probably be a Cannon. And then that would actually be the meta Logbait Mighty Miner broken deck. I do think it's overpowered with the mirror in there. So just kind of a too clunky of a deck for my taste, I feel like. Wow, he's actually an Xbow player, it looks like. It's pretty interesting. But anyways, 7-0, let's keep it going. And it would be pretty cool if we could get a flawless 12-0 Classic Challenge on our first... Wow, we're getting wows every single game. This is pretty interesting because... not sure if people are recognizing me or what, but it's pretty nice, I guess. Just gonna Tesla for the Mother Witch, Pig. And did I play the Tesla too low? I hope I didn't. I think I might have, though. Okay, I didn't, just barely. Nice. Okay, Ghost, Mother Witch. I think this is gonna be the same Giant Skeleton Royal Hogs deck. It could also be Royal Giant, though, so let's see what it's gonna be. I'm really wanting him to go for a Giant Skeleton in the back, though. When he does, perfect. He's gonna go Expo. Unfortunately, though, I did just split my Archers, which kind of sucks, because now I don't have Fireball for these Royal Hogs, but I do have Ice Spirit Skeletons, which is a pretty nice option still. And he does have to go for a Fisherman at 3 Elixir, so even though we don't get an Expo connection out of this necessarily, we still baited quite a lot of Elixir out of him, and Knight will just perfectly counter this Giant Skeleton now that it's crippled from the Expo. So he went Giant Skeleton, then he went Royal Hogs, Fisherman, so he's 2 away from Giant Skeleton right now, just trying to track his cycle. And let's see what he does. I'm going to split Archers, and whatever he does, I'm probably going to Expo. Yeah, because he's not back to Giant Skeleton. He's 1 away, if I counted right. Yeah, so goes for the Mirrored Zappies. He's going to log them back, and Skeletons as well to tank. And he goes for Arrows, which is really good. Okay, oh my god, the level 13 Zappies are insane. That kind of sucks. I feel like I had the right play, but level 13 Zappies were just too insane and did so much damage, so unfortunately I didn't get anything out of that. Still, I didn't take any damage either, though, I guess. But yeah, okay guys, so this is going to be a better opponent, obviously, than the first one, and hopefully I can show you guys how to play this matchup, because it is a very hard, annoying matchup, but we'll see. Gonna go Knight for the Ghost, and this time if he goes Giant Skeleton in the back, I can't actually really punish that, because he'll be able to just mirror that if he wants to. Fisherman, just gonna Tesla, and just gonna start log cycling, I think. Let's see what he goes for. Split Zappies, just gonna split Archers. He does have Arrows as well, so he actually has potential to spell cycle us out, unfortunately. Gonna go for a Knight for the Giant Skeleton, and I might just defensive Expo here. Okay, never mind, I definitely cannot afford to do that. Gonna Fireball the Fisherman plus Zappies here, because that is definitely a big threat. Royal Hogs come down, just gonna go Tesla plus Ice Spirit Log, should perfectly counter. Okay, he does go for Arrows, and now he might Mother Witch, so I'm gonna get my Fireball ready. Yep, there it is. Gonna Fireball, hopefully. Okay, 2 Cursed Hogs come down. This is really bad, actually, because I'm taking a bunch of damage that I shouldn't be taking. So that's really bad, actually. Really, really bad. But we're still in this game because we're not down too much necessarily. But obviously not a great position to be in, for sure. Nice Ice Spirit, though, freezing everything. Skeletons for the Ghost. Gonna split Archers. Giant Skeleton in the back. I think I'm gonna log first before going for... I'm actually not gonna go for a Knight. Yeah, I'm gonna defensive Expo. My opponent actually did miss the tower with those arrows, I think. So that's not bad. The thing is, though, he might go for... Yeah, Royal Hogs. So we're gonna go Knight to protect our Expo. He might mirror the Royal Hogs right now, which is what I'm kind of worried about. Yeah, he does. So we're gonna Fireball them down. And then the help of the Expo should perfectly counter everything. Yeah, really nice as well. Mother Witch is targeted onto the Knight and not my Skeleton, so that's perfect. The thing is, though, I'm going to Expo. I can't really afford to because he has Giant Skeleton, but I kind of have to because I need a connection somehow. But yeah, not really happening, unfortunately. Going to Tesla, I guess, just to take out the Giant Skeleton. And Knight as well for the Ghost plus Pigs. He does go for arrows on... okay, Giant Skeleton's getting close. Oh my god, I messed up. Okay, Giant Skeleton's getting close to the tower. Gonna Expo now. I really have to connect because I just took a Giant Skeleton to the face. Yeah, that's like 1,000 damage. That's not something you want to take. And now, unfortunately, I think he got bailed out by Triple Elixir because I don't think he would have had enough for a Giant Skeleton in time, but Triple Elixir did come. I think we might get our first loss, guys, which does kind of suck, but it makes sense if you're going to be up against this deck anyways. Gonna Expo. I really do need a connection here. But yeah, I think he's already back to a Giant Skeleton. Yeah, he is. So, unfortunately, we're not really going to get anything out of that. And Mother Witch is staying alive for a pretty annoying reason. Fireball log on these, and I don't think that actually even perfectly counters them. It does not. Yeah, there's no way we're winning. We're going to Expo again, last-ditch effort, but I don't think it's going to get anything. I think he's back to a Giant Skeleton, and even if he isn't, he's back to it now, so... yeah, that's going to be game. Unfortunately, guys, this is a very hard counter. I mean, he has Giant Skeleton, he has Mirror, and he has the arrows, so, like, pretty much the definition of an ultra-hard counter, unfortunately. So, we are going to lose. Not sure why he's BMing when he has a really good matchup, but, I guess if he feels good about that win, whatever. But yeah, I did try my best. I think... What should I have done differently? I'm not sure. Maybe less Expos and try to like Spell Cycle or something. I'm not sure. But that's just a super hard counter, so kind of tough. But as I showed you before, you can win against less experienced players. So game plan does stay the same. In that situation, I couldn't really defensive Expo much because I feel like I needed to offensive Expo, get a connection. But anyways, E-Spirit comes down. So this could be Expo. This is probably going to be RG after seeing the Zappies. Gonna go Skeleton just to make sure the E-Spirit does activate my King Tower though. And gonna go Tesla. So RG, okay, never mind. Royal, oh, it's gonna be Royal Recruits. Okay, that's gonna be not that good actually. That's gonna be kind of annoying. Gonna save my log for all Royal Hogs here. Gonna go for a low Knight for the Flying Machine. Activated King is actually coming in pretty clutch there. I'm gonna go Expo because Tower should take up the Flying Machine. I don't think he has enough for Royal Recruits. If he does, I'm gonna look pretty stupid. Okay, I look pretty stupid, but at the same time, he didn't even go for the optimal placement. He went for them really low for some reason, buying me time to get Elixir, and messed up the Barb Barrel. So I'm going to Ice Spirit here, and I don't actually care about these too much because Tower's helping out, King Tower, and yeah, that's just a really nice connection. I'm going to log these Zappies back just to kind of stall them out a little bit. Okay, they did still take out the Expo, but I had to log them anyways, I'm pretty sure. And he just used Recruit, so it's not like I need a login cycle for that. So really nice start actually to this game. Not the best Flying Machine out of my opponent, I'd say, because that gave me the Expo opportunity, and he wouldn't have taken any damage if he didn't go for Recruits so low, but I guess it's fine. Gonna Expo here. I don't think he's back to Recruits. I think he's gonna go Royal Hogs on it. Yeah, he does, and I'm actually just gonna Fireball these three. Okay, messed up. Should have Fireballed the Flying Machine, but I had no idea he would give me that value. Gonna go Knight because I can't Skeletons to counter both of those. It just wouldn't fully counter. But we do actually get another small connection. We take some damage in the right, but I'm totally fine with that. I don't think this Knight will get any damage, but it would be nice if he still commits something to it. Okay, yeah, he knows it won't. But Ice Spirit, I don't think he's back to E-Spirit, so this should be pretty nice. Yeah, just nice chip there, knowing his cycle, and a pretty nice punish. Gonna log. He might Recruit, so it might be bad to cycle a log, but at the same time, I'm okay with it, because we have a really fast cycle. We can get back pretty quickly, and we're already 2 away, I think, so... should be fine. If he goes for Royal Hogs, I'm just going to Fireball everything. Really nice Fireball value there. The only thing now, though, is I have to be careful of that Flying Machine. I'm actually just going to go Archers, I guess, to try and snipe it. And then Knight as well, because, yeah, Archers are going to die. So we take some damage on the left. I'm totally fine with that. We also took a Fireball on the right, but that was the only damage we took, I'm pretty sure. So I'm actually really happy with how that went for the most part. I'm just going to log. Might Recruits. Yeah, he does Recruits for the Ice Spirit, so pretty decent log there. And he might go recruit Royal Hogs again. I'm just going to Fireball them again. The thing again here is that Flying Machine might come down and be a bit annoying, but I'm actually going to do something else. I'm going to Tesla on it this time, so that should be pretty nice. Pretty creative little way to stop it, especially because we aren't going to need a Tesla immediately against his Royal Hogs. And it does not even get a hit on the tower, so that's really nice. Gonna split archers, not allow the Electro Spirit to jump onto my tower. Royal recruits come down, gonna log. Ice Spirit, cycle back to my Tesla, and we are back. Gonna go for a Tesla down low. He does actually have Fireball. He has Mini P.E.K.K.A, that's interesting. Mini P.E.K.K.A instead of Golden Knight, it looks like. I'll definitely take that, as Aragon would say, because Golden Knight is just really annoying, so Mini P.E.K.K.A is definitely a welcome addition. Gonna log these back, keep my Tesla alive, and I think he's low on elixir now, so Xbow time. Yeah, that was a terrible Fireball. That basically lost him the game. He does actually somehow get stuff down in time, but he's gonna go Zappies. He's gonna Knight to make sure they don't target the Xbow. That's gonna be game, because he just wasted a Fireball. He has no way of taking this out, so that's gonna be game. Pretty much a perfect game, I'd say. Played against recruits. My opponent definitely didn't play very well, but that's still a hard matchup. With Mini P.E.K.K.A, it could be close to even, I guess, because that's really not useful at all against Xbow, but especially compared to like a Golden Knight. He didn't even have a Goblin Cage, actually. He replaced Goblin Cage with Mini P.E.K.K.A, or E-Spirit for some reason, but that's still the general game plan against recruits. Hopefully it showed you guys how to do that. Against a bad player, you can definitely win, even though it is annoying. 8 wins, though. Unfortunately, we got 1 loss, but hopefully we can go 12-1. Or worst case 12-2. I mean, if I lose, it'll really suck, but I'm still going to post it, I think, because I have talked about this before. I don't really like to hide like losses or anything from you guys. My opponent's yawning for some reason. Oh, looks like he's playing double barrel bait, which I'm very happy about because we have a super hard counter here. I'm actually just going to Xbow right now because why not? Let's see if he even has a way to respond to this. Yeah, Inferno Tower, gonna Knight to protect my archers. He basically lost now. Unless he gets a Knight down. Does not get a Knight down, so he lost. Valk, okay. Gonna Skeletons to pull it to the side. Okay, actually messed that up. Should have played them sooner for sure. But still. I'm actually gonna ignore this Valkyrie. He might get 1 hit. Hopefully it doesn't get more than 1 hit. Yeah, that was definitely worth ignoring because I don't want to go archers because they are my counter to skeleton barrel. I don't want to go log either because that's my counter to goblin barrel. So yeah, just gonna archer same lane. He can't actually afford to do anything. He's actually gonna go goblin barrel. I'm gonna do a little trick here. Actually, he messed up as well, giving me a free Ice Spirit. He basically lost now because he doesn't have anything for this. He has just barely enough for Inferno Tower now, but he can't go for it in good faith because yeah, he goes for it low, which is a good play. Now he's going to go Dart Goblin. That's his only option. So I'm going to go Skeletons to predict that. And, okay, log. Yeah, that's game. So, I don't know. Yeah, I think he's being sarcastic with this Firecracker love emote. Like, maybe he's saying, wow, I love this so much, sarcastically. But, yeah, that's a free win. So, something I love to do against double barrel bait, especially if I have, like, split archers coming down or archers stacked like that. If he goes barrel, you don't need to log it. You can just go Skeletons or Ice Spirit, like 1 for 3 trade, go all in on your offense, and they can't actually defend if they're down elixir. So a big misplay on double barrel bait's part is playing too aggressively in this matchup, and definitely take advantage of that as the Xbow player. I think actually I remember I lost to double barrel bait once in a video. That was really embarrassing because this is like the by definition easiest matchup in the whole game for Xbow. Gonna Ice Spirit predict the Inferno. Does get hum down, gonna log, I guess. Why not? And I think I'll Fireball the... Okay, I won't, actually. I'll Tesla, actually. Why not? Tesla for the Dark Goblin. Ice Spirit for the Barrel. Again, like, my opponent is not playing this well because, as you can see, I defended that Tricky Barrel for only an Ice Spirit. He should be playing the barrels around my tower because if I don't have Login Cycle, my only play is to Fireball to perfectly counter. Or Archers plus Ice Spirit. Or something like that. And he does have a delivery in here, which is interesting, I guess, but obviously it's really bad against Xbow. It doesn't get any value whatsoever. So yeah, that's just going to be a free win, and my opponent's really mad about it. I guess I'm the good game, even though, I mean, I can understand why he's mad, but yeah, it is just a free win. So this is like, I guess not the same thing, but this is similar. Like, this matchup is similar to this matchup in the other side's favor. Like, this is such a free matchup for Giant Skeleton Royal Hogs, in the same sense that this is such a free matchup for Xbow. But 9 wins now, so 75% of the way there. Let's hope we can get some nice games. Cannon, Ice Spirit, Skeletons, I think this is going to be 2.6, if I had to guess based on his banners. But of course, he could be playing anything, especially in a Classic Challenge, so let's see. Gonna split Archers, and we will find out very soon what he's playing. It would be interesting to get a 2.6 matchup. Okay, gonna have to go for a really awkward Tesla, unfortunately. Didn't have anything else in Cycle, so that really sucks. If this is like Ram Rider, I might just lose for that, but if it's like, okay, Barb Barrel, if it's Mega Knight Wall Breakers, I'll be pretty upset. Magic Archer, okay, so this should be P.E.K.K.A Ram Rider, I think. Should be a pretty good matchup with the Magic Archer in there. Okay, never mind, gonna be Royal Hogs. So, gonna go Knight, Skeletons, Log, and Ice Spirit. He does get a Zap down, but we defended that as well as we could have without the Tesla or Fireball, I feel like. He's probably gonna Bandit on the Knight, and I might Xbow, honestly. This is gonna be risky, but I feel like doing it if he goes Bandit there. Yeah, I'm gonna do it, why not? This is risky, I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm gonna do it because I feel like it. Okay, yeah, I shouldn't have done it. He was not even low in Elixir at all, I don't know what I was thinking, but thankfully the Bandit does get fully countered. And, okay, Queen. I'm going to actually ignore that. Actually, no, I'm not, because I want to go in this lane. I can't afford to take damage. Okay, that was bad. I should not have Xbowed there. For some reason, I thought he'd be low in Elixir after going for a Zap on my tower, but I guess not. So, Bandit, Queen, Ram Rider, Barb Barrel, Magic Archer. Is this going to be P.E.K.K.A, or is it just going to be... I don't think it's going to be P.E.K.K.A necessarily, because he doesn't actually have... He has Queen and Magic Archer. So he might not necessarily have a P.E.K.K.A in here. Gonna Ice Spirit for the Dark Prince. Actually pretty nice there. Works out by taking the Magic Archer out. Okay, really bad Bandit because I was gonna Knight anyways, and now I can definitely Xbow. This time it's a good Xbow because he's pretty low in Elixir. Yeah, I forgot it was Royal Hogs for some reason, but gonna log all this back. This should definitely be a connection unless he plays something in time. Okay, he does actually have a Zap in Cycle, but we do get a small connection, but not actually what I was hoping for. I thought we would get more out of that interaction. But I guess well played to our opponent. Gonna split Archers. Does protect with the Dark Prince. This should be a pretty good matchup though, so I shouldn't really lose this one. Gonna Knight, I think. Okay, gonna Expo opposite. He might Queen this one, so gonna Skeletons to protect the Queen. Okay, not gonna Fireball that because I do still have stuff on this side to defend, so I didn't really feel comfortable Fireballing. And I think I'll Knight and then Skeletons on this. It should fully defend. Actually, I might have to log just to be safe. But now it should fully defend. Yeah, it does. But this is actually not that good right now. Not looking amazing. Gonna go Ice Spirit for the Bandit. Hopefully it gets suspended long enough, and it does. Queen ability should be forced out, and then I can go Archers. And I'm gonna go Expo like this, so if he goes Royal Hogs on the Expo, he will get kind of screwed. Okay, he does. I'm actually gonna Fireball. Really nice Fireball, but wow, Magic Archer putting in so much work there, getting a ton of value. That was pretty annoying as well, actually, and pretty well played by the opponent there. Gonna Knight for this Dark Prince, though. I think we can come back. As long as we don't take any Magic Archer damage, I don't think my opponent has a big spell, at least so far. Gonna snipe this Queen with Archers as well, and Skeleton just to protect them, to make sure the Queen gets taken out, or at least as close to getting taken out as possible. Gonna Tesla here, Knight as well to protect the Tesla. The annoying thing, though, is that he might be back to a Queen ability. He does give me a Fireball, though, so I'll take that. And Skeletons like that. If he predicted that with a Barb Barrel, that would have been really bad, but thankfully he didn't. So gonna Ice Spirit here, gonna Log, and then Archers for the Bandit. And we should be fine. Hopefully he doesn't, like, get a Magic Archer snipe or something. Okay, he doesn't. Nice. So we can definitely win this one. Barb Barrel comes down. Don't know what that was. I guess it was predicting, like, a Tesla, but yeah, it didn't really work out. Gonna Tesla now. Gonna Log as well. Now we find out if he has like a big spell. And if he doesn't, we can definitely win this one. So gonna go Knight for the Magic Archer. He has Barbarians as his last card. That's really good for us because it means he has no big spell. So this should be a pretty easy matchup, actually. Like, I'm losing right now, but this should be a pretty easy win, even from this position, because he doesn't even have a big spell in this deck. So there should be no excuse for us to lose this one. Gonna Knight here. Gonna Ice Spirit to hopefully freeze the Queen while it's in the ability. Okay, it doesn't work out, but still, we do still get a nice freeze off on it, and Royal Hogs are back. I guess I'll just Fireball these, why not? Keep the Tesla alive, keep the tower alive. He might Magic Archer now to snipe, so gonna have to try and predict that, I think. Okay, he goes Queen, Bandit as well. Gonna Tesla just to protect my, or Knight to protect my Tesla, then just Fireball, and we won. A really, really nice win there. Pretty nice comeback, but I shouldn't have been down that much to begin with in a matchup like this, because it's a pretty easy matchup. He doesn't have any good Expo counters. Well, he has a bunch of good Expo counters, but he doesn't have any good, like, consistent counters. Like, he couldn't defend my defensive Expo at all. He had Magic Archer and Queen, which I feel like is pretty clunky. There's only one deck I know that runs that combination, and it's the E-Barb's Bridgespam deck, and this is definitely just a worse version of that, I'd say. Barb Barrel Zap was pretty good for us, because Zap did do pretty well for him at the start, but stopped getting value later on, and then Barb Barrel was good against our Xbows, but not good against anything else. Dark Prince is also really bad against Xbow, and Barbarians are pretty bad as well. So yeah, pretty nice win there. 10 wins, we're 2 away. Let's see if we can get the 12 win. Hopefully we can. Hopefully get like one nice meta matchup. I hope to get like Lava Hound or something. I'm pretty confident in that, how I can play it. My opponent's clan here is Ice Spirits, which I feel like if he was playing an Ice Spirit deck, he would have already responded, so I don't think he's going to have like a cycle deck. Goes for a Prince. Hopefully it's not Giant Double Prince. That would really suck. Okay, Drill. So, Drill plus Prince. Oh my god, that was a misplay. That Tesla was meant to be an Ice Spirit, so that really sucks. I maybe had an Expo opportunity here, but it's obviously gone now that I played a Tesla, so that's on me, but let's see. If this is Mega Knight, I'm going to be pretty upset. If it's not, we should be fine. I think it is going to be Mega Knight, though, which will really suck. Let's go Ice Spirit, though. Let's see if he has a response for this. E-Spirit, not the good play, because Tesla will just take it out. Let's log. Baby Dragon. So Baby Dragon Drill. I don't know what this is, actually. I really don't. I wish I could tell you, but I don't know. Gonna Knight and then Skeletons. Knight protects the Skeletons from the Baby Dragon Splash. Gonna Tesla like this, I guess, predicting the Drill. Also taking out the Baby Dragon. Really nice there. Should stop any Goblins. And I'm gonna log just to make sure I don't take any damage. And pretty nice defense there. But, yeah, I'm not really sure what this is gonna be. Let's see. Mega Knight Wall Breakers is a possible. If he had Wall Breakers, I feel like he already would have played them, though. You know what? Let's just find out. Let's Expo here. Okay, that really sucks. Giant Skeleton makes sense. That really sucks, though. I thought my archers were split. I guess not, but gonna Knight in any case. He goes E-Drag. Okay, that is interesting. Definitely gonna be a dead Expo. The thing is, I might be able to activate King off of this. I think I will be. So gonna Skeletons first to stall the E-Drag out. Then gonna Ice Spirit, hopefully at the perfect timing. Nice I get it off. It's a really nice activation there. And, yeah. Okay, gonna log this Prince back. I don't really want a Tesla on it. That would be kind of awkward. But yeah, Drill comes down. Gonna predict it with a Knight. Perfect prediction. Really nice. Gonna Skeletons to make sure the E-Spirit doesn't chain. I'm gonna Defensive Expo now. Let's see if he has like a big spell or how he wants to respond to this. Will be interesting to find out. Barb Barrel is a good sign because it means he might not have like a big spell at all to defend it. Gonna Tesla, take out the Baby Dragon, and set up for a nice defense against the Prince as well. Gonna Archers here. Skeletons to protect my Tesla. Ice Spirit for the Drill. Then gonna Expo. I should have Expo'd in the right, actually. Not sure what I was thinking with that one, but gonna Knight anyways. Gonna Archers as well. E-Drag is going to be really annoying because it will actually defend this entirely. Yeah, not going to commit anything else to that. That'll get perfectly defended by my opponent there, but should get a pretty high value Ice Spirit here as long as it jumps. Okay, it doesn't jump. Kind of sucks, but still. E-Drag should get taken out, and Drill should get taken out as well by the Skelly's log. So we are actually still in the lead. Interesting. Gonna Fireball the Prince. Might be a mistake, but I do want tower damage, and obviously Expos aren't working out. My opponent has lots of counters to my Expo, especially Giant Skeleton plus E-Drag. So gonna Knight here, I guess, and I don't know, I can't really do much because E-Drag is just being annoying there right now. But gonna go Skelly's off to the side. Gonna Tesla to protect my archers from... Oh my god, Prince, please. Okay, Prince almost ruined my life there, but it didn't. Gonna Knight and log to take out the Drill. E-Drag, though, is being a real pain right now. Oh my god, it's chaining everything. That was really painful. We took a ton of damage there. I can still come back, but that was really bad. That was definitely really bad. I think we just have to Fireball here. Don't see a better play. We have to come back somehow. Gonna Tesla again, predict the Drill, maybe. Nice. Gonna log as well, keep the Tesla alive. Skelly's to cycle back to my Fireball, and okay, he goes for a Giant Skeleton. Gonna Tesla in the middle, I guess. Hopefully that doesn't chain onto my tower. Oh my god, it does. E-Drag is actually such a good counter to Expo. It's really annoying. Gonna Ice Spirit off to the side, though. Keep my Tesla alive. Skeletons for the Prince as well. And then he does go for a Tornado, but we should be fine, especially if this Knight does pick up the Drill. Gonna log in. We have to get... Somehow we have to Spell Cycle like 800 damage. I don't think we can do it, but I'll try. especially because he's probably going to tornado or something here and just be really annoying with that E-drag. I'm gonna Ice Spirit for the E-drag, and then Tesla Fireball. Archers as well, and we need another Fireball plus Log. I don't think we're gonna get it off, unfortunately, guys. I'm gonna Ice Spirit. We do actually have to log this drill, unfortunately, so I tried my best, but that was an unfortunate loss. The actual only thing that lost me that game was that E-drag getting like 4 hits onto my tower, which is so annoying, especially in Golem E-drag matchups when E-drag is a really good counter to Xbow if it's tanked for by something. But that also wasn't an easy matchup at all, because even though he didn't have a big spell, he did have the E-drag, he had the giant skeleton, and he had the bar barrel E-spirit tornado. So he could, even if he doesn't have Gold Knight, he still gets E-drag tornado possibly, and he can get damage that way. And I could never break through, as you saw. I tried, but giant skeleton E-drag 100% hard counters any Xbow push no matter what. And bar barrel is also just there as a backup. So we're 10-2 now. I hope I don't throw this whole GC or CC away, guys, because that would really suck. But I'm gonna try my best. I mean, I do want to win my first CC back, but we'll see how it goes. Ice Spirit starting us out. Hopefully, don't get a terrible matchup. Hog looks good so far, because hopefully it's 2.6. But even if it's Hog Earthquake, I feel like in a classic challenge we can definitely outplay our opponent here. So let's see. Cannon comes down, just gonna fireball that off, and this could still be 2.6 or Hog Earthquake. We're gonna find out if he has Ice Spirit or Fire Spirit, and that should probably tell us what it's gonna be. And I really hope to see an Ice Spirit here. Log, okay, Fire Spirit. Yeah, it's gonna be Hog Earthquake with Giant Skeleton Archer Queen, most likely. Gonna be a really terrible matchup. I don't even think I can Expo because I did just Fireball and overcommitted quite a bit. So it's gonna be a really hard counter, guys. Probably like 80-20 or 70-30 in their favor, but hopefully I can still do okay. Archers, same lane. Okay, yes, Fireball, which is really interesting. Gonna have to cycle all the way back to a Knight, though, to keep my Tesla alive. And should force the Queen ability out. Yep. That's really nice. Gonna log the Queen into the Tesla, because I think it was, yeah, pushed by the Giant Skeleton there. And I have a really nice little trick here, pushing the Hog into my Tesla with the Skeletons. So really, really nice trick there to almost avoid all damage, but still a really nice trick. Since he went log, I'm actually gonna Expo, because I think he doesn't have enough for a Giant Skeleton. That was a pretty aggressive log on a Tesla. Yeah, Cannon comes down. Gonna Ice Spirit, and hopefully I hit the Cannon as well. Okay, I don't. Hopefully I still get a small connection, though. Okay, I get like 2 hits, so not the best. Pretty good skeletons on his end, I guess. But this should definitely be manageable. I think this is a better matchup for us than if he had Earthquake, because... well, actually, I don't know. I think it's still going to be a hard matchup, because Fireball Log does do a really good job at taking out an Expo. And he can pretty much just Fireball and get the same damage as us. At least Earthquake doesn't do as much as a Fireball. So if he had Earthquake, I would still be able to outspell cycle him, but it's going to be pretty difficult either way. So let's try our best. On the bright side, though, we don't need to high Tesla. We can go for the standard Tesla placement, and it will do a pretty good job. So that is the good news. He does actually Fireball my Tesla. So going to go for an Expo like this, and Knight as well to block. And I don't think I can afford anything on that Cannon, unfortunately. I wish I could, but yeah, just going to log here. He's actually already back to a Hog. So going to go Tesla. Ice Spirit for the Hog, Knight as well, and hopefully I don't take any hits, please. Okay, I take 1 hit, yikes. So this is not looking great, honestly. That was a pretty well-played sequence by him, but also just abusing the 3-card cycle with the Queen. Yeah, this is another reason it's not good, because he has a 3-card cycle with the Archer Queen, so he can easily outspell cycle us in triple. Like, this is not going to be easy at all. So this is, okay, actually, that's really good, though. He just fireballed literally nothing. Useless fireball there. Gonna go Expo on the left because he did just waste his Fireball and his Giant Skeleton. So gonna Archers predict the Cannon. Goes for a Hog. Gonna log this Hog back. And I think I need to Skeletons for the Queen, but we got an Expo connection, which is huge. And he has to log this, which he's not doing. So really nice. We're back in the lead just like that. Amazing stuff. And with my hand right now, I'm gonna Expo again. Hopefully goes Giant Skeleton in the back. Okay, he does not. But I'm still gonna go Expo plus Knight plus Archers. Hopefully he'll Fireball this up high. Yeah, he does, which is exactly what I wanted, because now it means he can't actually get a Fireball onto my tower. So I'm totally happy with that. Gonna Tesla here, and he just uses Fireball as well, so he can't Fireball this. We are in a perfect spot. Really nice comeback so far. Hopefully I can keep it going, because this is a hard matchup. I think I'm gonna Expo. He might predict this if he does well played. Okay, he does kind of predict it with the Cannon, but not exactly, because he didn't play it at the bridge, so He's going to Fireball again. Once again, pretty happy with that. And he's going to Hog, I think, because he did that last time. So we're going to have to get the Tesla ready here. And he does not Hog. But I'm going to push the Hog into the Tesla again with that trick I was talking about, just like that. Does go for a Log, but yeah, really nice little trick there. Gonna Knight to predict maybe a cannon. Yeah, perfect. I do need Knight for the giant skeleton, but at the same time, I don't really want to let the cannon take out my Xbow, so just gonna Log, and we do get an Xbow connection. Absolutely huge. Gonna defensive Xbow now, and I think we won. So just gonna go for a high Tesla, because I know he's trying to push these Hogs out of my Tesla range, so I'm not gonna mess around and go for the Hog push. I'm just gonna play it safe. He just went for a Fireball Log, so that's quite a commitment. Gonna go for an Xbow. Knight as well, or Archers as well to predict the cannon. Log as well. And unless he gets the giant skeleton down, that's going to be game. That's going to be game because he doesn't have a reset. He has Fire Spirit, not Ice Spirit. That's going to be good game. Really nice win. I do genuinely think that's still his matchup. Okay, it's not over yet. Just going to Tesla just to make sure we win. But yeah, really nice win. I definitely think that's his matchup because he has Fireball Log for my Xbows. And just overall does a pretty good job at countering my Xbows. With Giant Skeleton, I should never get a connection. I just feel like I played better that game, and he played too aggressively, especially with Fireballing on the Tesla. I mean, it was a good play sometimes, but once he missed it, that was when I got like 1,000 damage, I think. And the other times, he was just logging my Teslas a lot, which is a smart play in some cases, but if you do it all the time, you're just not really getting log cycle damage, so I still think I'd rather face that with Fireball than Earthquake, though, so that was nice. But really nice win there against a pretty challenging match. And pretty standard meta deck, just had Fireball instead of Earthquake. But next match against BN for the 12 win. This is for all the marbles. Hopefully we can win. Even if we lose, I'm probably going to post this because it's already been an hour of my time. But okay, Royal Hogs. Oh my god, I think it might be the Giant Skeleton Mother Witch deck, guys. If it is, that's going to be... Okay, Barb Barrel. That's really good. I can't believe I'm saying that. But I'd rather face Recruits than Giant Skeleton Royal Hogs. So that is still going to be better, I guess. Flying Machine comes down. Let's just go for a low Knight like that. Hopefully perfectly placed and timed. Yes, it was. Notice how I placed it in a way such that Flying Machine would kind of walk up and get targeted by the tower. So he's going to have Goblin Cage. I think he might have Golden Knight in here too. If he has Golden Knight arrows, it's going to be a hard counter. I actually don't know if I'd rather face this or a Giant Skeleton, but we'll see. Might go for a Royal Recruits because I did just use a log. But going to go Skeletons here. And we are back to our Archers. If he has arrows here, this would be a really good set of arrows on my Tesla plus Archers. But we'll find out. Goes for Royal Hogs. Going to Ice Spirit and Log. Keep the Tesla alive as long as possible. A really nice little defense there. And I really want to Expo, but I just use my Log. So if he goes Recruits, I'll kind of get screwed. So I don't really want to do that. So I think I'll just Knight. Yeah. Knight for this Barb Barrel. He's probably going to Cage, and then I'll just Tesla the Cage. Okay, Flying Machine gonna Fireball that. Pretty bad play unless I missed. Okay, speaking of bad plays, yikes. Gonna Archers. Hopefully I hit the Flying Machine. Okay, I might have just lost, guys. Let's see. I'm back to a Knight, which is the good news. And he does go for a Mother Witch. I'm gonna have to Fireball this. I don't think there's a better play. I'm gonna take a bunch of damage from that pig. Okay, wow, that is a ton of damage, and he might, if he goes Royal Recruits at like 0 elixir here, well played. Oh no, okay, I think we might have lost, but gonna Log. Hopefully he doesn't have arrows. And Log, please, get down. Okay, we took a ton of damage. That was my bad, I missed the Fireball. I got too greedy. I should have definitely Fireballed the Flying Machine and not cared too much about the tower damage, but we're still gonna try and come back, because I don't want to lose, but I think we lost, guys. And it's gonna be fine if I lose, honestly, like... It does kind of suck to lose, but the Royal Hogs Giant Skeleton deck was just ridiculous in terms of the matchup anyways, so I don't feel too bad about it. But this one was definitely on me. Gonna Expo, I think, because those Recruits will hopefully not walk up in time. Oh, they just do. Okay, that's unfortunate. Gonna Log. Ice Spirit to catch the Barb Barrel. And I can't really Fireball those, even though I want to. Gonna Fireball the pigs instead. And then Knight... We don't take any damage, though. That's the good news. At least yet. Flying Machine might change that. Archers as well. Skeletons. And he might... Okay, he does go for the Fireball. So he should be low on Elixir now. I want to Expo at... Okay, yikes. He's not low at all. I want to Xbow and hopefully outcycle the recruits, but I think he's back to them now. Unless he goes pigs. Okay, yeah, he does go recruits. Gonna knight. I mean, I have to protect this. He just wasted his fireball. Gonna log all of this too. But yeah, it looks really bleak, guys, honestly, and it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. We did outcycle the recruits now, though, so maybe we can get a nice fireball off here. Let's see. Okay, cage. Probably recruits now. Yep, let's go knight. This is going to be a pretty intense comeback attempt, but I'm going to try. Might as well, right? Royal Hogs just going to Tesla. Have to let this Xbow die. Yep, right call. And then I'm going to Xbow again with this set of archers here. Okay, never mind. He did a pretty good flying machine, forcing me to knight, which unfortunately means I can't really Xbow. I mean, I'm still going to Xbow, but he's back to recruits now. Or in one card he is. Let's Tesla. Let's log the recruits. Let's knight to protect. And I have my fireball ready for these pigs. Catch the barbell with the ice spirit. Archers for the flying machine. Oh, if you didn't get those get those Zappies down, that would have been Xbow on tower. That still wouldn't have done enough, though, unfortunately. So yeah, we lost, guys. I tried my best, but this is a hard matchup anyways. I mean, I beat recruits earlier, so that is definitely how you want to play the matchup. Yeah, he's just fireballing me out now, which he can just afford to do. I guess I'll just log fireball, maybe. Okay, no, yeah, it's not happening. That's going to be a good game. Okay, that really does suck, guys, because I did want to do a full 12 win and actually win, but at the same time, this was an hour of my time. I don't really want to just throw it away, so I'm still going to post this video. I still got 11 wins. I still beat recruits. I still beat the Giant Skeleton Royal Hogs deck. Let me look at what my other losses were, though. I lost to... oh yeah, drill. Okay, the drill loss was probably my fault, but all the losses were honestly not very easy matchups. This one is probably winnable if I play well. I messed up with that fireball. Really messed up. That really sucked. This one was just annoying, though. E-Drag is just ridiculous against Xbow. And then this one was just... I literally couldn't do anything. You guys saw. Overall, though, I think I played this CC pretty well. I mean, this was a nice win. I still beat recruits earlier on. And I beat this. I feel like I played this one really well, but still should have played better. So unfortunately, we're going to go 11 wins again, guys. That's going to put me at a score of 142 wins over... that was 14 games, right? So 142 wins over 13 losses. And that's going to be 142 over 155. That's going to be a 91.6% win rate. So my win rate did go down quite a bit by losing, unfortunately, guys. But I'm probably going to do more full 12 and classic challenge videos. I mean, I'm leaving. I'm traveling for university and going to start studying and everything. That's going to be pretty intense in like 3 days as the time of recording this. So I'm probably going to try and record at least a couple more of these videos before that. So hopefully that goes okay. But yeah, unfortunately, we did lose. But it does happen. Let's open up the chest. Still 11 wins, which isn't too bad. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. It is still over an hour of content, even though, again, I did lose. Hopefully you guys were able to learn from my other matches, and I guarantee I will get 12 wins in the next episode. I'll definitely play safer and try my best. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video on the return of the full 12-win Classic Challenge series. Unfortunately, this was not... that's why I call it a full Classic Challenge, not a full 12-win Classic Challenge, because I'm technically not guaranteed to go 12 wins, and I didn't this time, but still, you know, 11-3. It is what it is. I'll still post it, because I don't really care. I mean, people could make fun of me, but I'm still happy, because I was also commentating. Like, I feel like I'd play better if I wasn't commentating. Maybe I would have won the drill game, but it is what it is. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.